I'll keep it real with you people. I thought that this young Dolph murder situation was over with, but things look like they might just be getting started, and it might be a few more cases pending, unfortunately, okay? Because there's been some wild news today that the man that was accused of masterminding the murder of young Dolph, who just beat the trial, is now running around all over America threatening YouTubers. And yeah, the block is hot right now. So I gotta watch what I say, man. I got no disrespect for the man alleged to have been the mastermind, beat the case, but I do not want the smoke. But I'm gonna come with the facts today. I'm gonna break it all down for you guys, and you let me know what I should be thinking, if I should be worried about what's going on, man. So look, the news broke, okay? The jury acquitted a Memphis man charged with organizing the daytime ambush killing of rapper Young Dolph. Okay, his name is Hernandez Govan. Okay, he was accused of masterminding this and directing the two people who shot him, but the jury was not convinced. Okay, despite a man testifying that he was hired to do the hits and was going to take money as a cut, he ends up beating this and getting out. And there's been a whole bunch of explosive footage going around of him saying he's going to get out of Memphis and thanking his legal team for getting him off this situation. And it's all looking pretty crazy. And look, I haven't reacted to this one yet, but he essentially has been just on a victory lap tour, to be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of brazen when you think about it. He's beaten these charges. He said he was getting out of Memphis, but by the looks of it, he's getting all up in everybody's business.
I just want to say thank you to my attorneys, Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, my private investigators, everybody for helping me. I didn't have the resources to necessarily, cover everything, and Manny still helped me, and he knew I was innocent. Everybody around me knew I was innocent. I just want to say thank you to the jurors for getting this right and getting my life back.
Now, I want you guys to pay attention to something here, okay? If you look at his demeanor, okay, he's looking very professional. He's got his shirt and tie on. He's speaking very carefully, very eloquently. He's looking humbled by the situation. Okay, we'll watch a little bit more, but he's looking like somebody very professional, very humbled by this situation. He's not giving off the aura of somebody that masterminds hits from this interview.
And that's the main thing. What was it like during the trial? At what point did you think, hey, wait a minute, I think I have a chance?
Well, I knew I had a chance from the beginning because I knew in my heart I was innocent. And so, there was times during the trial, of course, you get some frustrations and stuff here and there, but overall, I knew my innocence would prevail.
This is a man that's looking very calm, very considered, very, very well put together. But Hernandez Govan has another side. And this other side came out during an interview that dropped in the last 24 hours with my guy, Seti Nash. Okay, Seti Nash, another amazing YouTuber, content creator who's been covering a bunch of different cases related to hip-hop, gangster rap, drill music, all the same kind of stuff. If you don't know Seti Nash, you need to tap in because he's definitely a great authority on this stuff. Seti Nash tapped in for a little mini interview, a little live with Hernandez Govan yesterday. And we saw a completely different man. We saw a whole different side to the man you just saw in the courtroom, humbled by the experience. So in this video, you're going to see Hernandez Govan jump on live with Seti Nash, who is a content creator. Now, look, I ain't saying Seti Nash ain't a tough guy, okay? He's definitely a serious guy. I wouldn't want to play with Seti Nash. But at the end of the day, he's a content creator. He's the media. We're the media out here, right? If we were in a war zone, if I was out there in the rack, I'm going to need a bulletproof vest with the word press on it. And that's not instructions to press me. That's letting you know that I'm the press, all right? Don't be popping off shots at the press. Seti Nash is the press too. He's reporting on this situation, okay? He's doing a live with Hernandez Govan to get the truth, to get the facts of the matter out. But it seems that because of some of the comments that he had made in the past about the case, about some of the information that he had put out there, he's saying, I'm not feeling the way you was talking about me. And if you notice, he swapped his suit, he swapped his shirt and tie. This is looking like a Nike dry fit, okay? This is looking like he on smoke. He a whole different fit. And we're about to see a whole different Hernandez Govan, okay? I couldn't believe it when I saw this, okay? And to Seti Nash's credit, he started this on good vibes. But Hernandez Govan was not playing. He was on gangster business from the word go. Check this out.
What's the word?
Shit, you tell me.
Congratulations, fool. I mean, shoot, what's going on, man? You straight? I mean, it's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? We would have thought you would have been on the town or something like that, bro. Like, you good?
Yeah, I'm always good.
See, look at his body language, okay? This isn't the humble Hernandez Govan we saw in the courtroom the other day. He on smoke. He's looking like a mob boss. He's on straight tough guy business. And he goes on to say some crazy stuff that you're not going to believe.
Okay, it was you kind of, I don't know, man. You straight? You kind of looking at me like kind of funny, bro. Like at that.
Man, you know, I just don't respect, you know what I'm saying, man. You know how, you know, you was putting the narrative out like I had something, like I was really in on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you tried to flip it when you got to the emotions and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like bar you from Memphis from doing some goofy ass shit like that. Like,
he said, didn't they bar you from Memphis for reporting on the case? Now, look, as we're going to talk about, look, Seti Nash wasn't the only person reporting on this case and breaking down the information. But Hernandez Govan talking like a mob boss, man. And Seti Nash, if you notice, he started this conversation with a much more relaxed demeanor. If you look at him at the start, he's smiling, he on good vibes. But when he realizes Hernandez Govan's on that gangster talk, he froze up. Look at this. This is two completely different people. Right? He on good vibes. He's smiling. He in a good mood. But once that pressure hits, it's a whole different Seti Nash, man. Look at that. The contrast is crazy, man. But yeah, he said he banned from Memphis for reporting on this. But to be fair, Seti Nash, you can see his face. He's not to be played with. All right? And he's about to stand on business. And I would fold in this situation, to be honest with you. Hernandez Govan, we done seen, you know what I'm saying? He got not guilty, but this ain't someone to play with.
Like bar you from Memphis from doing some goofy ass shit like that. Like,
First off, why are you talking to, nigga? Any nigga ban me from Memphis, I do my step play. You can do that old man stale face shit you got going on, nigga, but this Seti Nash, bro. Like
Seti Nash standing on business, man. Listen, Seti, man, bruh, chill. I don't know what type of steppers Hernandez Govan. I mean, we do know what allegedly. Well, not guilty, so I don't even know what to say, man. Seti Nash standing on business, bro, and he goes on to say some crazy stuff. I cannot believe what he's about to say.
I don't know what got going on, bro, but I'm one of them niggas you don't come on the internet talking to me like that, nigga, for surely. I'm not that nigga.
one thing we ain't finna do is argue on Instagram. You know, I look at you as like little kids in high school that used to get beat up and shit, and now you got a voice since the internet has been invented.
And now, for a record, yeah, he's not just talking about Seti Nash. Now, look at Seti's face. Okay, he's not to be played with. But look, I don't get these type of comments all the time. And look, let's keep it real, okay? I'm not trying to say I was getting pressured in high school or nothing like that. Or I was standing on business in high school, to be honest with you. I was knuckling up. I was squabbling in high school. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. But realistically, what he's describing me. He's describing, he's describing the poetic Flacos. He's describing the media guys. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, "Lo, you guys, you probably was getting pressured in high school, and now you think you're tough because you got a voice." I do not think that I'm tough. Seti Nash clearly thinks that he's tough, and he's over tough. He's over whooping in this one, to be honest. I wouldn't be coming with this kind of attitude. But Hernandez Govan, at his core, he doesn't respect what we do. He doesn't respect the media. He feels like he's had dirt and smut put on his name over the years, especially with the lead up to this trial, and he's standing on business. And as you're going to see, Seti Nash ain't the only person catching the strays in this situation. There's a whole lot of threats that come.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we ain't got to do this. Like, I'll be in LA soon. I'll be in Atlanta soon. Nigga, we can meet up and I'll kick the pies out your nigga. We ain't got to do this shit.
First off, a nigga beat me up, nigga. Definitely, that ain't never happened. So you definitely won't come to LA. For sure, you won't be coming to goddamn LA. Nigga, that's one thing you won't do, nigga. My city, You talking like that, bro?
Just get ran out of your city for bringing Lil Woody to the 60s.
Whoa. So he said, you will not come to LA. All that tough talk. I'm going to see you in LA. And he said he done pulled said his card. He said, I thought you got banned from the Rolling 60s for bringing YSL Woody around the hood. Obviously, if you didn't know, YSL Woody was the informant on the Young Thug case. And there was a whole bunch of drama where he pulled up to the Rolling 60s hood. You know, there was when No Jumper went to Atlanta. You know, it was a whole thing where Brick Baby basically was not trying to be part of nothing that was going on over there because he didn't respect. And people want to put smut on Brick's name, but he was not feeling Woody. And you know what I'm saying? Hernandez Govan basically saying, bro, you're not even good in LA. Don't tell me where I can go. You're not good in LA.
I got ran out of my city.
Then you have to pay some niggas out the 60s.
Trust me, if I pay anybody, I'm paying ops. That's who I pay, nigga. I pay niggas to get niggas out the way. Watch your mouth, nigga. If I slap the that's
whoa. Deep what he just said. He said, didn't you have to pay the 60s to calm down after we brought Woody to the hood? He said, bruh, if I pay for anything, I'm paying for hits. Now, remember who you're talking to, said Nash. You got to remember who you're talking to, right? Allegedly. This is all alleged. Not guilty. Not guilty plea. Not guilty plea. Not guilty verdict. But don't talk. This ain't a man that you talk to about paying money for things to be done. That's all I'll say, man. What the hell?
That's one thing. So first off, nigga, and you come to Atlanta, bro, let me tell you something. You slick ass little bean head ass niggas, bro. Niggas like you, bro, I slap the shit out of nigga. I'll give your old ass a wedgie. You probably wearing Depends out this motherfucker. Ain't you like 70-year-old talking shit, nigga? Talking about?
Man, I can tell the way you talking, you ain't even in a fight probably. You just only fight you been in is in your dreams, nigga. You just talking. We ain't gotta do all this goofy ass shit, nigga. Let's just line it up, nigga. I'll be in LA in like 4 days. Where you at?
I'll be in LA, nigga, 3 days and wait for you for 5 days, nigga.
They're arranging a squabble in LA. This is crazy. He said, I'll be there in 4 days. He said, I'll be there in 3 days. I'm going to get there before you. And we're going to fight it out. Bro, Sedi, chill, man. You don't know what you're getting into. This is not somebody I would be trying to squabble. He's saying he's 70 years old. I'm going to give you a wedgie, bro. Chill, man. Chill. But he pulled his car, man, and said he stood on business. And he keeps at it, man. Like, I'm low-key. You know when you're watching a car crash in slow motion? I'm watching this just like, oh, Sedi, man. No. Like, bro, do you really want these problems, man? I know you're a serious guy, Sedi, but like, do you really want these problems? Like, this guy, we done seen everything on that. We done been watching the news, bro. I wouldn't want these problems.
All right, so I tell you what, when I touch down, nigga, in 4 days, nigga, I'm going to drop my low and let you know where I'm at. And I'm going to see if your podcasting ass going to pull up and stand on all this gangster shit that you talking. And I want to know.
I'm not a gangster. I'm rolling, nigga. That's number one.
Put you on, first of all. I think you around here claiming the 60s on some goofy shit.
First off, nigga, come find out. Come to the set. Come find out. Come to the set, nigga.
Said he's saying here real 60, man. And so look, where this goes from here, all right, he ends up saying, Hernandez Govan says, I will meet you at No Jumper when I do my interview, and I will slap you in front of Adam, Remo, and Poetic Flaco. And look, that is one interview that I do not want to be there for. I don't want to be a witness to this. I don't want to be privy to this. Adam, let me know the day that this man is booked for an interview, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to go to the beach that day. Okay? I'm chilling, all right? I might have to fly back to London for that day, because that's crazy.
My niggas, hey, nigga, don't breathe. Let that nigga go. I'll pay LA to stay off your ass just so I can catch you. Fuck is you talking about?
And, nigga, I plan to be at No Jumper soon. Ain't that one of your second homes, nigga? You can meet me there, nigga.
Man,
he not capping, bro, because I met Sedi Nash at No Jumper, right? He said that's his second home. He was in there with Yak Gotti. I met Yak Gotti, bro. I met Yak Gotti. We flicked up. I don't know who took the pic. I don't know who had that picture, man. I didn't end up having that to post. Somebody took a pic with me and Yak Gotti. Shout out to Sedi Nash for making that happen. So his second home do truly be, or he was there at the time. I don't know what was going on, all right? Sedi Nash was he was in, I don't know who was there and who was doing what, but Sedi Nash was there making that happen. I flicked up with Sedi. I flicked up with Yak Gotti. So he really be in No Jumper, and I'm not trying to be there that day. That's all I'll say, man.
If you had No Jumper, you gonna catch the black part of my hand, nigga. You type of nigga I smack with the back of my hand.
Eyes out your ass in front of Adam, Remo, what's the name made the goofy ass shit by my daughter? The fat nigga name?
He said the fact that, no disrespect, but we know he's talking about Poetic Flaco, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he might not be fat for too much longer. That's all I'll say. But listen, he said he will slap him in front of Adam, Remo, and Flaco, man. I'm glad my name wasn't on the list. I'm busy that day. I'm booked. All right. But said he keeps standing on business. Said he is not taking it. He's not bothered. He said, go for it. Do your thing. Pull up. Do what you got to do.
Man.
I kick your ass.
You old ass niggas, bro. I swear for God. All that Memphis shit, that shit cool with Memphis. Outside of Memphis, nigga, that shit don't fly, bro. Fuck is you talking about? Our real life nigga beat the shit out you. Beat dog shit out you. Beat the dog piss out you, bro. Don't show up in LA, nigga. Don't get no VladTV interview, no jumper interview, no Cam Capone interview, no none of that. Don't bring your monkey ass to LA, nigga. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm already booked. You think I ain't coming to get my money, nigga? I'm gonna send you the contract and let you know what day and see if your lame ass gonna pull up, nigga.
So he said he's already booked in for no jumper. Vlad, Cam Capone booked in. He coming to LA.
Whatever money you get, nigga, you better save that shit. Whatever money you get, save that shit, bro. Because, nigga, they gonna need it.
Whatever money you making on this motherfucking YouTube, you need to put it on your life insurance. Fuck people. Leave it like that.
You better check my profile, nigga. One thing I do is I walk through shit. Huh?
Your profile say hell of a podcaster, nigga. That's all I get from it, nigga. Ain't shit gangster about your profile, nigga. And I'll see you soon, nigga.
Bruh, he hung up like a gangster, man. He hung up like a real G. And look, people, I'm here to tell you, okay, this was 22 hours ago they had this argument. And I don't know what's going on with Hernandez Govan. I don't know if he got a time machine over there, all right? Because he done already got to LA and he has already got the VladTV popping, all right? The VladTV interview has dropped. I guess he's either in LA or he been to LA. Maybe he got in and got out. I ain't seen Seti Nash in LA. That's all I'll say. I ain't heard from Seti. I ain't seen him out here. I'm gonna need Seti to stand on business, man. Like, you was talking all that talk. Next thing you know, when was this? This was only 1 hour ago. He popped out the cut.
All right, here we go. Today we have Hernandez Govan, who just was found not guilty by a Memphis jury of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder for the killing of young Dolph. Today he joins us to do his first interview after the case. Hernandez, welcome to VladTV.
Appreciate you, Vlad.
So look, he actually popped up on Vlad, okay, and this was already an explosion. This is just part one. This is just the first clip. I would 100% recommend you go and watching this thing in its entirety. He's breaking down his history, his past, how he came up, his rough upbringing that led him to essentially getting involved in some pretty crazy things. But there are a couple of things in here that I think were really interesting that I want to just touch on in addition to everything, because we're going to get to all the aftermath that came off of this in a minute. Okay, but he did touch on a couple of interesting things. And shout out to Vlad, okay? You got to give it to him, man. He works fast. Okay, this ain't going to help the Fed allegations, but clearly his journalism speed, his booking speed is unmatched. And I'm not talking about police booking. I'm talking about scheduling booking, okay? He got Hernandez Govan scheduled. Like, I swear the trial just ended. He just said that he was going to be in LA beefing with everybody, and he's already on the channel. This is actually crazy, okay? But interestingly, all right, I don't think Vlad's the police. People be saying he asking police questions. He asked good questions, and he asked a very good question here. And Hernandez Govan, he must have had some practice with them interview rooms, man, because he not giving anything up. Vlad asked him the one question we all trying to hear: what's up with Yo Gotti? And he kept it solid, man.
The brother of Yo Gotti.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's your relationship with Yo Gotti?
I don't have a relationship with him. I never met him, never did any business with him whatsoever. That's why it was strange to me, all the comments and hoorah on social media accusing me of doing things that was absolutely not true, because I never had any dealings with Yo Gotti whatsoever, period.
So he said it there. Look, he had zero dealings with Yo Gotti, all right, for all of the people praying on Yo Gotti's downfall for the Yo Gotti Rico. Hernandez Govan kept it solid, man. He's saying, bro, I got no dealings with Yo Gotti. I don't know nothing about Yo Gotti. But one thing he did say that was interesting, one person he did say he knew was young Dolph.
Now, what about young Dolph?
Yeah, I know Dolph. I knew Dolph personally, yes, sir. We did business years ago before he actually blew up. He was rapping at the time, but he hadn't blown up yet. Just being in the streets, selling petty marijuana back and forth. So yeah, I knew Dolph personally. He was a good dude.
So he knew Flipper back when Flipper was flipping, if you know what I'm saying, okay? He would go on to basically say he denied having a falling out with Dolph. He denied having any motive for what happened to young Dolph. Obviously, he got found not guilty. But he bobbing and weaving in this interview, to be honest. He bobbing and weaving. He's going to need to work on those bobbing and weaving skills when Steady Nash gets his location, man.
You and Dolph, did you ever have a falling out, or did you have a good relationship overall?
Never had a falling out with Dolph. You know, we did a couple transactions years and years ago. We never had a reason to fall out. I'm not a rapper, you know. Dolph was just this one. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And
so look, he said Dolph had 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the streets. All right, he did a couple transactions with him. Dolph no longer here, so that's not telling. But he did admit, he did give a little bit of rope for the conspiracy theorists, okay? He did admit, and this is no secret, so the fact that he's saying this really doesn't prove anything, but he does admit, Yo Gotti did try and sign Dolph.
From what I understand, I know Gotti tried to sign him years ago. And, you know, for whatever reason, Dolph decided not to.
So look, he done let us know, all right? Look, look, everybody's looking for a motive. There's all kinds of theories about why young Dolph ended up in this situation, why so many people were trying to get him. I think just blaming it on jealousy is a little bit of a stretch. Clearly things were more complicated. But the one more thing I want to point out in this interview, and go and watch the whole thing because this is fire and there's a lot more to it, but I just want to touch on these little things real quickly, okay? He said outright that the theory that young Dolph and Gotti were beefing about a girl and all of this happened all over some females, he said that is categorically not true.
The story about it being about a girl or whatever the case may be.
I heard that also.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true.
So look, there you go, right? He said it's absolutely not true. He said that's not what happened. But people, the fallout was not over, okay? So he's in LA. I don't know if he's in LA right now. I don't know if he's dipped into LA and got the hell out of there real quick before Steady Nash can catch him. But one man, LA resident, all right, Poetic Flaco, he had something to say. He got wind of Hernandez Govan's little comments, and he stood on business, man. Flaco just dropped a video a few hours ago, okay, and he addressed the whole situation. He clapped back at Hernandez Govan, and he stood on business. So at the beginning of this video, he basically breaks down the history of exactly why Hernandez Govan doesn't like him, and he basically breaks it down and says he damn near solved the case before the police did. I would never say this. My personal position is that my research, I'm always one step behind the police. And a lot of dumb people seem to get it in their head like, oh, Traplaw Ross helping the feds. Most of the stuff I comment on, not all of it, I comment on open cases. And why shouldn't I? I'm the media. CNN report on open cases, open war zones, open conflicts. CNN, Fox News, BBC News, all of that stuff. Okay? They report as soon as somebody gets arrested. So why can't I? But I always believe that I'm one step behind the police. Usually I'm reading legal paperwork on research that the police have done to make my conclusions, to make my videos, to break things down so that you can understand it better. But Flaco is standing on business and saying, my research, my videos, I'm part of the reason that Hernandez Govan got locked up. And he even goes as far as to say that the state did such a bad job in the case that he believes if he was the prosecutor, he would have put Hernandez Govan away for life. This was crazy.
It has came to my attention that my life is apparently in danger yet again. So apparently Hernandez Govan, the alleged mastermind in young Dolph's murder, just beat the case. He just beat the murder case. And the first thing he's doing that he think is wise is he's coming after the people responsible for him getting indicted, which is obviously the bloggers, because we did all the police work. We did all the groundwork.
Whoa, Flaco. I don't know about we, okay? I don't know about we. If you want to claim that, that's all your business. But I don't know about we, okay? I was one step behind the cops every step of the way. But Flaco's standing on business. He basically saying, bro, forget we, the police. He's saying he's better than the police.
I feel like we deserve our medal. We deserve a badge. We put these criminals in jail. He's just one of the criminals who managed to beat the case. The other two is locked up and they're going to do life in prison. Generally, we all agree that bloggers shouldn't do the job of the police for them. But Dolph is my favorite rapper, man, or one of my favorite rappers. And if I got to lose some street credibility to get some dust mites in prison for his murder, to lead the police on the right track, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all can take away all the street credibility y'all want from me, okay? All right, rest in peace, Dolph. All right, long live the Dolphin, okay? So he beat the case. God knows how he beat the case, because Memphis police is incompetent. They're nincompoops. They didn't bring up all the other incriminating things, such as Hernandez Govan is linked to J Money and D Money. His motives for trying to get young Dolph killed isn't just CMG. It's because he's getting give back for J Money and D Money. So this is the thing. Yo, if I was part of that prosecution, he would have done life in prison.
Whoa.
Trust me.
He said He said if he was part of that prosecution, they would have done life in prison. That's crazy, Flaco. I love you, Flaco, but you moving crazy with that one.
Okay, he would have stood no chance. But he beat the case. Instead of moving on, living his life, going about having a great life, he now wants to come after the people who are responsible for leading the police on the right track. So how do we do that? So when the police located the getaway vehicle at a particular house, myself, Seti Nash, King AK-47, and other bloggers, who I believe are the leaders of the new school, we quickly identified, hold on, Straight Drop and JoJo Splat, they film music videos there. Come to find out, Straight Drop, even though he put up a great poker face, come to find out he was one of the shooters, and he was one of the dudes responsible for Young Dolph's death. Once the police was able to locate Straight Drop based on our clues, they were able to put the
that
case
last
together.
bit. I'm gonna have to reload that. That was crazy. He talking so fast. I'm gonna slow it down for the action replay because I can't believe what he just said. All right, I cannot believe what he just said.
Find out he was one of the shooters, and he was one of the dudes responsible for Young Dolph's death. Once the police was able to locate Straight Drop based on our clues.
Based on our clues, Flaco, man. Quality police work by Flaco. That's all I'll say, man. Quality police work. But listen, all right, we're going to get you a badge. We're going to get you upgraded to lieutenant very soon. The hip-hop police are in full effect. But basically, he goes on to react to a bunch of clips from the live with Seti Nash, and he clapped back at the comments that were made about him, and Flaco wasn't feeling it, okay? When Hernandez Govan said Flaco and them at No Jumper will be there to witness Seti Nash get slapped, okay? Flaco said, hey, I want a fade too. We're going to do back-to-back fades like 4 extra, man. I need to get that fade too, just like Lush, okay? He said, let's do it. Bet, let's schedule a meetup.
I'm the fat guy, okay? That's me. Now, if you're going to be in LA and you're going to be looking for me, I think that we should schedule something. Schedule a meetup. Now, here's the thing, okay? Am I terrified of this dude? I'm not, okay? Is he really dumb enough to make a threat online after beating a murder case and then come and execute that threat in person? I'll be real. I've seen dumber things from Iggas. I've seen...
I got to skip because you're about to say something crazy I don't even want in this video, but yeah.
After dodging a life sentence. If you this terrified of going to jail, I can never fear you, bro. I can never be afraid of you if you're shedding grown man tears because you avoided the opportunity
now,
to go to jail.
I gotta say, that's the interesting point, all right? Because Flaco's basically pointing out what I said at the start of this video. We saw a whole different Hernandez Govan in the courtroom, humbled by the situation. Then he got the Nike dry fit on. Next minute, he's on smoke. He's ready to beat up the bloggers, okay? Flaco's not feeling it, and he's saying that he's not scared. And he'll basically go on to say that he'll smack him too.
Once you do that, I know, okay, yeah, you have your limits. You're not no crash out. Yo, certain people, the only person I fear in life is the person who ain't scared to go to jail, bro. If you ain't scared to go to jail, I fear you. I fear you if you ain't scared to go to jail. But, right, yo, the dude who set up in that courtroom, right, who lawyer did all that telling, I'm not scared of you, homie, at all. All right? Yo, I'm prone to smack a sucker like you, bro.
I'm prone to smack a sucker like you. Bro, chill, man. I want it on record. I am not prone to smack any suckers, all right? I don't want to smoke with Hernandez Govan. These guys are moving very comfortable out here. I'm not going to lie. All right. So Flaco would basically go on to address the allegations made by Hernandez Govan, basically where he said that he felt disrespected, that he had said something about his daughter in a video. And Flaco would defend his statements and he would defend his video and basically say he felt like it was fair to point out that somebody's family might get hurt over what happened to young Dolph. And a lot of people got hurt over what happened to young Dolph on both sides, unfortunately. But Flaco stood on business, man.
Because I know you ain't ready to take it there. You're not ready to go to jail about it. You might be ready to die about it or kill about it. Not really, because you're not ready to go to jail by it. So when I see a dude like that talk about smacking me or, talking about the fat dude who made, listen, the video I made about his daughter was not a terrible video. It was not a bad video. I didn't disrespect her. I just talked about the possibility or the links between his actions and her death. And if she could have possibly gotten killed because he put the hit out on young Dolph. I feel like that was a fair question. I ain't go too far. I ain't go too crazy. Right? I ain't disrespect her. But when you come to LA and make threats about, first off, just know I'm the king of LA.
So Flaco said, right, this next part, he said he's the king of LA and he says he's the king of all the gangsters and he's got all the gangsters on his side in LA and nobody can touch him. Flaco talking, bruh, I'm not denying it because Flaco out here untouched, all right? But to say you're the king of LA and you got all the gangsters under your thumb is wild.
And and make threats about, first off, just know I'm the king of LA. I run LA.
He talking like Big U right now. It's crazy.
I'm the de facto gang leader of LA, even though I'm not a part of a gang. That's how feared I am, okay? So when you come to LA, first off, who's gonna help you take me out? Nobody, okay? I done disrespected all the tough dudes you guys thought was tough on the internet, and I'm still here untouched, never been touched. That should tell you something, okay? If I disrespected everybody y'all called tough and nobody has ever touched me, why? I'm always outside, I'm always around. That's because they understand, right? They understand the power and the aura that comes with poetic Flaco. I'm the king of LA. You can't touch me, okay?
Flaco talking his stuff, man. The power and the aura that comes with being the king. He got a lot of aura right now. Shout out to him. I mean, I feel like I got a little aura, but Flaco got a lot of aura. And I swear down, when Flaco turned up to that No Jumper talent show, we really saw his aura in action, bro. He was spilling aura all over the place. I was slipping over aura.
That's just a fact. So if the dudes in LA who I've disrespected, right? Now, to be honest, I've disrespected some, right? Some dudes, okay? Not everybody in LA, right? Most people in LA respect me. They love me. But the dudes that I have disrespected, if they haven't touched me and I'm outside every day, you think you're going to touch me? It doesn't make sense, okay? But I would say this,
he basically is saying he is not bothered, okay? Nobody is going to touch him. He's got all the aura. All the gangsters love him and they're ready to support him and slide for him. And he says he is going to be there for the No Jumper interview, and he's going to be ready for him.
When he comes to the No Jumper, he requested that I be on the interview. He said publicly he wants me there. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in that interview. And I want to see the energy. I want to see the tough talk. Because Dolph's he's about, 5'3", 140 pounds, 50 pounds. I want to see this tough talk, okay? But if it's peaceful, it's going to be peace. We're going to have this lengthy discussion. I'm going to tell you why I think you killed young Dolph, why I think you're involved in
I need to
Dolph's
see
death.
that interview. That's going to be crazy. If we can actually have this interview and it doesn't erupt into violence and Flaco is actually going to confront Hernandez-Govan on No Jumper and say, I believe you killed young Dolph and here's the evidence, that is going to be one of the most viral interviews No Jumper ever done. So this is going to be crazy, but who knows if it's going to happen after all this.
I think, and maybe you could rebuttal. All right, but we're going to have the conversation, whether you like it or not. Let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this? Okay?
Flaco talking all of his stuff, okay? Hernandez-Govan out here threatening everybody, but he's not the only one. So Sedi Nash also responded after that live that went absolutely left, okay? And Sedi Nash stood on business too, all right? Everybody is basically saying it's a no-fly zone in LA. We're not feeling you, okay? We're not tripping on what you said, and we're ready to stand on business. So Sedi said the same thing too, just like Flaco. He backed himself up. He talked his ish, and he said, bro, he's going to beat up Govan, and he's going to keep it in the streets, and he's not even going to post it online.
Nah, if I beat the shit out this nigga, I just want y'all to know. No, I don't want no Instagram videos, no YouTube videos, no nothing like that, no anything like. I catch this nigga, I'm finna beat the shit out of him.
If you catch him and beat up Hernandez-Govan, of course we're making videos about it, Sedi. Come on, man. I know you're talking tough right now, but look, maybe it's not going to get filmed. Maybe you're going to keep it respectful in the streets. I'm trying to see that footage and react to it, to be completely honest with you. But if that happens, we all making videos. It's going crazy. That's going to be viral. Okay, that's facts. But he basically goes on to say that he's not tripping, that he actually sees Hernandez-Govan as just a joke, as a clout chaser, and he doesn't really think that he's serious after everything he's seen him be through.
Well, I ain't tripping on that shit. Don't fall for it. And nigga ain't finna. One thing a nigga ain't gonna do is tell me, nigga, hey, bro, I'm coming to LA, and nigga, I'ma look in LA. And them niggas chasing it, bro. This nigga just be the murder and then make it threats. Man, fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't no threat, bro. That nigga's a joke. Fuck are we talking
I'm not going to
about?
lie. He definitely is a threat, to be honest, from everything that I've read. From everything I've read in official news sources, he sounds like he's a threat, to be honest with you. Even though he got the not guilty verdict, I'm still thinking he's a threat based on what I've read. But said he would go on. And if you notice, he's in the all blue fit. He said that his gangster homies are already calling him, ready to slide. And he said, leave it alone. He wants to be the one that catches Hernandez-Govan on site.
Fuck with no guns in LA, bro. First off, I'm not letting none of the homies, I'll tell you right now. Nigga, nah. Any homie that call me right now, bro, hey, nigga, leave that nigga the fuck alone. Let me catch that nigga. I don't know, sir. You better stop playing with that nigga. am that
So look,
nigga.
said he just went crazy, and he would go on to basically clown on Hernandez Govan. And like, when somebody's this serious and you just clowning on them, hitting them with joke after joke, honestly, I'm almost like just biting my nails, thinking like, bro, stop, just stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? He already dead. Like, you don't need to keep burying him. You don't need to keep beating on the dead horse. But he does that, man. He says that Govan smokes too many cigarettes to fight with him.
Right, you smoke, nigga, 3 packs of cigarettes a fucking day. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
Now, some people in the comments did actually pull up Sedi Nash and says, you looked shocked. Like, at the start, and like I said at the start of this video, man, he came on the call with good vibes, and he left with bad vibes, and he was looking shocked when he turned on him. But he denied being shocked, he denied being pressed, and said, nah, he keeping it solid.
Oh, shit. My God, I smacked the dog shit out that man, boy. I ain't gonna lie, Shade. You look shocked when that man popped up. Cause a nigga like 70 years old, bro. Nigga, it's 11:29. It's past her nigga bedtime. You right, I was shocked.
God. Said he needs to be a comedian, man. Listen, if he's still alive after all of this, he needs to become a comedian, man. He basically says, look, Hernandez Govan, he's running from Memphis. He might not even make it to LA, but as we've seen, he already did his Vlad interview. He did make it to LA. So, you know what I'm saying? You're looking a little bit silly on this one now, Sedi.
Nigga, ain't you? Talking about banning me from Memphis. Nigga, didn't you just say you running from Memphis? Huh? Streets of Memphis gonna get him before he even make it to LA.
He said the Memphis street's going to get him before he makes it to LA. And he even says, now this one's crazy. This one's getting a little bit federal, if I'm honest with you. He said he might want to trim this one out. But he says he got shooters in Memphis too. He said he got shooters from LA to Memphis, and they're ready to shoot it out like training day.
You're not even welcome in Memphis. Nigga, boy, nigga, you know how many niggas in Memphis gonna fuck with me? You know what it's gonna look like? It's gonna look like that scene from Training Day. It's gonna look like that scene from Training Day.
So said he would actually admit, he would basically admit, okay, yeah, I know that I was looking serious. He looked serious at the start of the live, all right? But he said, look, they didn't have no smoke before the live, but he did say that he warned him before the conversation started that he wasn't feeling how against him said his reporting was at the trial.
On the real, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga serious. You should have just interviewed, dog. We all got questions. Did y'all have smoke before the live? See, this one of the things, bro. This one of the things. The nigga said, this is what he said, bro. The nigga said this. He said, oh, nigga, you was against me and all of this shit and blah, blah, blah. Some old funny, dusty ass shit. Like, all right, nigga. Nah, I'm gonna break cuz the fuck down.
So look, he basically said he does not care how gangster Hernandez Govan is. He doesn't care about his ties to the streets. He doesn't care about his history. He is not bothered. He's willing to go to war with him.
I don't give a fuck how gangster that nigga is. I don't give a fuck how tough a nigga is, how gangster a nigga is. None of that shit, bruh. None. 0. 0.0. But niggas set it up.
The last thing that I'll point out, because I just thought this part was really hilarious, he said that he is ready to squabble with Hernandez Govan like 4 extras. And I got to say, his impression was on point. Shout out to 4 extras, man. That's my guy. He said he's ready to duke it out with him off the bat. All right? Off the Bizak. And the impression was fire.
I'm going to come out like 4 extras, nigga. Squabble cuz off the back, nigga. Off the back, nigga. Squabble this, nigga. Squabble that, nigga. Off the back, I squabble niggas. That's how I'm coming out, nigga. I squabble niggas. On me. Let me help you out.
Hernandez Govan, man, look, this guy, I wasn't expecting this guy to turn into such a media character out here, okay? He's threatening the YouTubers. He's saying that he's standing on business and he's not having any of this smut that was put on him during the trial be unanswered for. So, look, we're going to see, man, if he pulls up to no jumpers, I'm definitely not going to be there off the back. I'm going to make sure I'm getting the hell out of there. I might have a hair and nail appointment that day, okay? So when that's going down, I need to stay out the way. But Sedi Nash, man, Govan kind of pulled your card. We're going to need to see you post a story with the low on it in Los Angeles, man, because you was doing all that talking. You was doing all that whiffing. It looks like he made it to the city now. Hernandez Govan, he might have got in and got out and got back to LA very quick time. I ain't seen the No Jumper interview. I haven't been over there in a little bit, okay? I've been cranking out content for you guys right here. I barely even gone out, okay, of the spot. So we gonna see what's going down with these guys. Pray for Poetic Flaco. Pray for Sedi Nash. You know what I'm saying? And Vlad got the content. It's a crazy one. But I hope you found that breakdown interesting. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.